Hi, I'm Jessica, and I'm here to talk to you guys about something that needs to change because it's really destroying people's lives. And I'm going to start out with a personal story. So, I'm going to talk about my friend Cade Bailey. He is one of my closest friends. He is a kind hearted, good guy who talked to anyone who came into his path. When I started EC Glass my sophomore year, I didn't talk to anyone. I had social anxiety. Talking to people just made me want to cry. That's the best way I can describe it. I kept my distance from people, and when I had class with him, he literally came over, sat down, was like, "Hey, I'm Cade." And that's how our friendship started. He was easy to talk to. He genuinely cared about people. And he was described as the light of EC Glass because of his involvement in the school. He was a part of groups such as SCA where he planned school events. And he was just everywhere. Everyone knew him. Everyone loved him. And, this all changed on May 6, 2018, when a choice was made that changed the lives of whole communities. On May 6, 2018, at 4 a.m., after leaving a party, Cade and 5 other friends were all piled in a Jeep that had all the doors taken off. He was sober, so he took initiative to be the designated driver. So he drove until they needed gas, and they stopped at Sheetz. His friend was like, "I want to drive, let me drive." So Cade obviously said yes. I mean, the car was his friend's car. 1 mile down the road, his friend took a turn too fast, which caused the Jeep to overturn, ejecting Cade 100 feet, hitting the ground headfirst. He was resuscitated at the scene and spent 5 days on life support before doctors pronounced him brain dead and pulled the plug. On May 11th, 2018, the world lost a good friend, a classmate, a brother, and a son. There needs to be a change in policy for the automobile industry. Drunk driving is a real issue. Every single day, 29 people in the United States alone die in motor vehicle crashes that involve an alcohol-impaired driver. During the years 2001 to 2010, 2,344 children were killed in crashes involving one alcohol-impaired driver. 65% of the kids who died were in the car with an impaired driver. If we do not make a policy shift soon, hundreds, maybe thousands of people will die from drunk driving. Having a policy on breathalyzers in cars can decrease the amount of drunk driving dramatically. If you don't know what a car breathalyzer is, it prevents drunk drivers from driving their vehicle because it's connected to your car. And it has a preset level for blood alcohol concentration determined by your state. So in our case, Virginia, BAC, the legal point is like 0.02. And to drive is 0.08. If you blow into it when you are over the set limit, your vehicle won't start. Car breathalyzers will set a timer before one can try again. The first fail usually makes you wait up to 30 minutes. If you continue to fail, the time gets longer and longer, which means it's making you wait until you are sober enough to drive, which will prevent drunk driving accidents because it's sobering you up. If we put a breathalyzer in every car, then millions of lives will be saved, including yours and mine. Every year, state inspections should require each car to have a breathalyzer. If it doesn't have a breathalyzer, then it fails. By making it a requirement to pass state inspections, we can easily see who still needs to install a car breathalyzer, which means we can install them in every registered car in the United States. It will be financially inconvenient for the owner of a car, but you cannot put a price on life. A car breathalyzer will save so many lives. I wish this was a policy back in May of 2018, so I could still have my friend. I could still talk to him. I could still see him. And I feel like a car breathalyzer policy is the way to go. My uncle, who has gotten charged with multiple DUIs, has a car breathalyzer, and he hasn't driven drunk since. He can't. Every time he gets into the car, he has to blow in it in order for his car to start. If he just had alcohol, he can't go anywhere, so he's stuck at his house or wherever he's drinking until he sobers up, or until he calls someone. So if you don't want to wait 30 minutes for your car to reset so you can try again, you can call an Uber, your friend, your mom, your dad, your whatever. It will prevent so many deaths. The loss of Cade Bailey will forever haunt me, his family, his friends, and the 17-year-old boy whose decision cost Cade his life. A drunk driving policy needs to be put in place to prevent another Cade. While doing this speech and preparing for it, I talked to Cade's mom. And it's been almost a year, and it still affects her every single day. And honestly, it's not the same amount of effect for her as it is for me, but I think about him all the time. I wear a bracelet every single day to remember him and to remind myself to never make the decision to drink and drive. If it doesn't kill you, it'll kill someone else. So with the car breathalyzer policy put in place, we can prevent another Cade. We can prevent a mother from losing a son. We can prevent a friend losing another friend. We can put a stop to drunk driving. And as Cade's motto is, go do something. Let's go do this. Let's prevent drunk driving.